I'm Sherry Short. God is the most important thing in my life. He's brought me through so much. I always believed in him. I lived my life for myself. About 7 years ago now, I was on drugs, and he started showing me his face. I was in active addiction. I was at the hospital by my mom's bedside. Like, it became a reality. We might lose her. And I didn't freak out. And I would never be okay losing my mom. I felt this peace. I couldn't understand it. That was the first thing in just a line of things that God did to show himself to me. I called my mom. She was at a rehab facility in Des Moines. Things had changed for her a little bit. She had been in and out of ICU for 6 months, and she's finally in a rehab facility. We sat, cried, prayed, and I told her all of these things, that had happened when I visited her in the hospital, and all of these different things that I was starting to look at differently because of God. And at that point, I didn't even really know how to pray. So I just dove into God. I started to reach out to him. I started to pray. I started to read his word every day. I started with church on Sundays. I went through this discipleship program, and then I had this small group of women where I had to be vulnerable, and I learned to trust. I smoked for like 28 years, and the morning after I quit smoking, I was on my way to Tacoma to a doctor's appointment on this one stretch of road. There was a half a cigarette in my car on my dash, and I wanted to light it so bad. And I'm just like, no, I gave this to you, God. I want you to take this cup from me again, please. And I just I threw it out the window. Every time I would have a craving, I just looked to God and say, take this cup from me, because I cannot take it on my own. I just can't. After a few cravings, I was delivered. I was free of the bondage. He's shown me glimpses of healing and miracles in my whole life. So I am really excited to see what God has next, because if he could do that, he can do anything. I owe him gratitude for the faith that I have now.